So, hello everyone. We have here a special guest today, Marie Diamond. She is a speaker, a coach, and also a great person. And you are very famous because you are the only European person who was actually in the movie, in The Secret,
Correct.
which is probably one of the most known movies for personal development and law of attraction in the world. So,
Yeah, that's correct. So I'm from Belgium, but I lived in America at that time, and I was invited to speak at the Secret. So I speak about romance actually in the movie The Secret, and about how images around you are affecting you. As a feng shui master, I actually was sharing how your home is affecting your law of attraction. That everything around you is actually also affecting what's inside of you, how you think, how you feel, what you do. And so I was not only in the movie, also in the book, and I was also one of the top advisors connected with the movie, and helping out and making sure that the producer, the publisher, the marketing person, and 50% of the teachers were actually having good environmental law of attraction, good feng shui. And that's why they call me actually the secret behind the secret, because things were not working well at the time for the secret, and when I did like my little magic with it, and everything started unfolding. So no, I'm very proud to be part of that amazing project that has reached millions of people and launched, I think, a whole new way of self-development worldwide, in all countries. You can go to, and I speak, I have to ask now, who has not seen the movie, not who has seen it, because everybody has seen it, or everybody has been reading the book, and it's been in so many languages. So it's something I'm very, very happy to be part of, to support and impact so many people.
So Marie, people all around the world are visualizing, are doing vision boards, are doing affirmations, writing down goals, and they feel like there's something missing in the formula. Or what do you think is the reason why people don't manifest what they want?
Well, you know what I learned when I started studying law of attraction is that there are three aspects to law of attraction. The first aspect is called the heavenly luck, the spiritual luck, and it's actually when you're born you have a certain talent, certain skills, and when you start connecting with that source that has given that, God, the universe, whatever you call it, by praying, meditating, or going within yourself to connect with that source, you actually are already opening up towards the law of attraction of the universe. And that is responsible for 33.3% of the law of attraction if you do that, connecting with that source. The second part is actually what we call the human luck, and is how you think. How you think positively, and I know you're an expert in that, and how to feel, feel perfect, harmonious, grateful, but also to do the action steps. So to be a human being and to really try to be the best human being you can, and change that, and that's what self-development is really about. So that's also responsible not for 100% of the law of attraction, because that's what most of the people in The Secret talk about, right? And so they say, well, you have to think this way, you have to feel this way, you have to do these steps. And people do that, and they're like, it's not manifesting. Because they're letting go or not going into the last part of the law of attraction. It's called the environment, the earth luck, we call it. And that's what the feng shui masters in China started really focusing on. And that's actually what happened also with the people in The Secret. So Rhonda Byrne, that was working with The Secret and bringing it forward, she was hitting a wall, because she was doing all the thinking, all the feeling, all the doing perfectly as she could, but things were not opening up. And so when I went into her apartment and I adapted based on her birthday, you have, and everybody has a personal law of attraction number, and there are directions that actually work better for you. And so I actually put the DVD, The Secret, out in her success direction. I put an image of the Oprah magazine in her relationship direction. So I did that based on her birthday. And so within a month, Oprah called, it's like all these magical things start happening up, because the mind is not everything. I always say your home, the place where you sleep, where you work, and where you live, has its own law of attraction. It's subconsciously. It's like your home is affecting subconsciously 24 hours a day through the messages, the colors, the way you sleep, the way you work, everything that you're thinking. And so when I brought that in, all these wonderful things started happening. And so even the publisher of the book, they were hitting a wall till I came in and I said, look, this is what you need to do. And by the way, this is a DVD called The Secret. You should make a book out of that. And they did, and made many millions of dollars, right? But also 50% of the people in The Secret were my clients. So that's why, people really understand there is an aspect, and I've been telling that to the world in the last, 15 years, like there's an aspect you're missing out on, and it's how your mind is affected subconsciously by where you sleep, live, and work. And so people can actually go to the website mariediamond.com and they can get their free energy number report. So you put in your number, well, actually they put in their birthday and their gender, and you get a whole report with 4 directions, and you just start this very practical, easy thing that people start adapting the environment towards their law of attraction. So that the law of attraction is 100% working, not just your connection with source, not just your mind and your heart and your actions, but also your environment. Because I always say to people, look, the first place where you're manifesting is at home. It's in your office. It's not in the world. It's where you live, sleep, and work. So if that is telling the same story, there's an alignment between, what you think and feel and how you surround yourself, that actually will affect you. I'll give you an example. Somebody says to me, Marie, I really want to be romantically involved. I want a new relationship. And I said, okay, well, what hangs above your headboard? Oh, well, there's a woman alone, beautiful woman alone. I said, well, every night you go to sleep, you're saying subconsciously to yourself, I'm okay to be alone, right? I said, I did so much work, soul retrieval and NLP and all wonderful things that she did. But every night she actually tells herself, I'm okay to be alone, right? So I said, your mind cannot integrate because you're telling a different story all the time in your environment. So she did hang a beautiful image of a couple, right? And so, before she knew it, she started having this, people asking her out, and within 6 months she got married. So I always say, what hangs above your headboard, but in an office, let's say when you're sitting at your desk, what do you see? Is what you see, is that, connected with success, or is it clutter you see? How can you create success if you're cluttering around you and there's chaos instead of harmony and alignment and order? So what do you see? It's an easy thing, just look up, like what do I see? Do I see successful people? Do I see books on success? Or do I see clutter and anything that just tells the opposite? So your subconscious mind is picking that up non-stop, right? So if you change that very easily, look around, be aware of what you have around you and start changing it. And you can look at your birthday and then check that out, and you will see also there's a special app they can go to find on iTunes or Google Play, the Mary Diamond app, where you actually are helped with the app to look at where are all your directions, and then just be aware of what is there and change that.
Wonderful.
So that's a very easy, simple step.
Wonderful. Mary, thank you so much. Give us maybe one word, one sentence, or one quote that's your favorite quote before we finish this.
Well, I think my favorite one is thank you for this great day. Yeah, it's just a very simple thing, but I always say to people, start that day, because one of the secrets is to be thankful before things happen. So if you want a great day, thank in the morning already for the day that is going to be great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Marie. It was a pleasure to have you, and to wish you all the best.
Thank you.